All right, I'm Jim with Ride Snowboards, and I'm here today to talk to you about the 2020 Ride Pig collection. So this video is going to cover all of the different pigs that we make. So the first one we want to start with is the Warpig. This is the original pig. So this is the 5th year of the Warpig. The Warpig is probably the most fun snowboard I've ever ridden. A really versatile kind of do everything snowboard. What I like about the Warpig is don't let the shape fool you. It looks short and wide, so you're thinking, oh, it might be a little bit sluggish. This thing is so quick, edge to edge. It's really fun all over the mountain. We like to think of this internally. We always say this is the thrash collection. So you can jump on it, you can ride powder on it. It's great on slush. This thing, the craziest time you'll have on it is on a perfect groomer day. You're able to lay down turns because of the width that you'll never boot out. You're just able to do everything on this snowboard. So the first thing we want to talk about with the Warpigs is the sizing. So this is a big question that we get. So don't send us this question, watch this video, and then go after what I say. So with the Warpig specifically and the Superpig, you want to size down this 6 to 10 centimeters from your standard snowboard. So for example, I ride usually a 162 to 164. And if I'm going to ride the Warpig, then I'm riding the large size, the 154. There's a lot of tendency to not want to ride it that short, so people end up sizing one size up. That's all right, especially if you're riding more really soft snow. But to get the true kind of do everything thrash performance of the Warpig, go to that full 6 to 10 centimeters. Like, size it down. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So the Warpig's got a couple cool features on it. Like all ride snowboards, we do have the slime wall, which is the urethane sidewall. So what that's going to do is absorb vibrations, make for an even smoother ride. The shape of this is the real seller, man. This is a very unique design. This is the only snowboard that I know of that ever won in the same year we won all mountain tests and freestyle tests. You got Brandon Davis riding this in icy park jumps. He won a World Cup contest in Korea a couple years ago, hitting 80-foot icy jumps on it. So this is certainly a freestyle snowboard. You can watch Jake Welch and a lot of the other guys shredding powder with it. This thing will do everything. So this is the 2020 Ride Warpig. Now we'll talk about some of the other pigs in the line. This is the 2020 Ride Superpig. So the thing with the Superpig is the exact same shape as the Warpig. So again, you want to size down 6 to 10 centimeters on this one. With the Superpig, we added a little bit of camber to it, so that's going to make it a little bit snappier in and out of turns. It also makes it a lot more aggressive. So when where you maybe could size up one size from what I'm telling you on the Warpig, I wouldn't do it on the Superpig because this is a lot of snowboard. The Superpig's really good if you've ridden the Warpig and you're like, oh man, I want to get something that is a little bit more high performance, a little bit more precise, a little bit quicker, then the Superpig's definitely a good board for you. Some of the features that it has, like I said, you got a little bit of camber underfoot on this one, rocker in the nose, rocker in the tail. This also has our pop walls in the tail. So what the pop walls are is a carbon fiber layer layered into the urethane of the sidewall. So what that's going to do is give you extra snap and response off of the tail. This has the race base. So this base is generally only available on like high-end race skis. We were able to get a hold of it and put it on here, so it's going to be just kind of tracking a little bit faster. So if you like the feel of the Warpig but you want something a little bit more, that's where I'd check out the Superpig. The way I kind of look at it is I feel that the Warpig is pretty much perfect right out of the box, but after 40 or 50 days on it, it starts to get a little bit more playful than I like. I feel like the Superpig straight out of the wrapper is a lot of board, but after you get those days on it, it kind of breaks into perfect. So you kind of got to decide where you want to go and how you want to check that out. So that's the Superpig. The next one to talk about, the Mtnpig. So with the Mtnpig, we want to size the Mtnpig the same as your traditional snowboard. So if you're riding the 62, you want to ride the 62. Note on the Mtnpig that there are wide versions. The other models don't have wide versions because of the width that's kind of built into the board. The taper allows them to rip turns like a narrower board. But with the Mtnpig, this is a more traditional shaped snowboard. The difference between the Mtnpig and the Warpig or Superpig, The Superpig, Warpig want to rip turns real quick, edge to edge. It's really fun in the trees, kind of smash everything. The Mtnpig is really more of a big mountain board. It makes long, arcing turns. This thing is really insane to straight line on. You kind of get at the top of the mountain and point it down the hill. The thing is just going to go. So if your style of riding is more like almost like ski style, where you're making these long turns kind of down the mountain, then that is going to be the best pig for you. So this has the urethane sidewalls. You also got a little half moon tail that's going to make it look cooler for one, but it also helps the tail of the board sink for when you're riding softer snow. The versatility of this one is here as well. You'll see Danimals riding in the park at Highland Hills a lot of the time, even though it's really designed more as a big mountain kind of jumping board. But this, if you're looking at pigs and you want the true experience, Warpig is the way to go. If you've ridden the Warpig, or you like the look and kind of idea of it, but you want something more traditional, that's where the Mtnpig is going to come in. The Twinpig. So the Twinpig is sized more like the Superpig, or the Warpig. So with the Twinpig, we want to size this one down 3 to 6 centimeters from your standard snowboard. So the idea with the Twinpig is we wanted to take all of the features of the Warpig and that performance, kind of thrash, do everything style, and we wanted to offer it in a twin shape. So how we were able to get this extra width like the Warpig has, which allows you to really carve those turns, it allows for a really stable platform. In a twin, you can't obviously taper a twin shape. So what we did was an asymmetric side cut on this. So when you're setting up this snowboard, make sure that your left foot and right foot are lined up where we note it on the board, because your heel side cut is going to be deeper than your toe side cut. So what that does is it allows you to leverage more of your weight into your heel side turns, and kind of gives you that really quick heel side turn, and obviously you're able to put your weight more over your toe side, and you're able to rip turns on that. So if you're looking at a pig, but you want to ride primarily park, and you want to be able to ride switch, although the Warpigs ride way better switch than you would think from looking at it, but if you're really focused on switch, you want to ride some street rails, you want to ride boxes in the park, then the Twinpig is probably the option for you. This has got a hybrid camber profile, so you got a little bit of camber underfoot, rocker at the tip and tail. So just make sure you size this one down 3 to 6 centimeters. This is also offered in a wide, just because it's not as wide as the Warpig. So check the waist width measurements to make sure it fits your foot the way you want it to. So the other one to talk about here is the Psychocandy. We like to think of it as a pig adjacent shape. So the geometries of the Warpig with the heavy taper and the aggressive side cut between the bindings is kind of what gives the Warpigs that performance. We wanted to make a softer version of that with the Psychocandy. So the Psychocandy currently resides in the women's portion of our line. We do have some riders, some lighter weight men that like the size of this one and the feel of this one. So with the Psychocandy, we also want to size this down 3 to 6 centimeters. This is going to have a really similar feel to the Warpig, but it's going to be softer, a little bit easier turn initiation, better for a lighter weight or woman rider. This is the 2020 Ride Pig collection.